Hi, we'd like to talk about TV, films and comics on this channel, and today we're going to talk about the comic book series Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane. Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane is a comic book series that has recently been collected into the digest-sized books. So essentially in each digest you get 2 trades worth of material. I've got the first 2 digests of this. You can also get this, by the way, in oversized hardcover format, but I'm not going to mess with that. Not for this type of book. Initially I bought these for my wife to read, but I ended up reading them myself. They are a kind of throwback to the origins of Marvel, I suppose, which were romance comics. You see this from the perspective of Mary Jane Watson. It's a total different universe, by the way, to a normal Marvel one, so you don't have to worry about too much about continuity. Spider-Man's been about for about a year. She's got a group of friends, which is Liz, Flash, and Harry Osborn, and they hang out and do stuff at high school. Spider-Man sort of comes into their lives, and Mary Jane gets obsessed with him, wants to become his girlfriend. She's also, relatively smart and popular, and she's having relationships with various people. It's hard to try and pin down a particular deep plot point because there isn't really one. It's just sort of slice of life stuff. It's got this art style that is sort of Western manga style, so they've got big eyes, but no one's got sort of out of proportion bodies, let's say. And if you read manga, you'll know what I mean by that, particularly with the women. But it's a nice, clean art style. It's enjoyable. It suits this style of book, and whilst it's not necessarily traditionally meant for a man my age to read, I found it surprisingly relaxing to read. You read it, you get involved with the characters. It's not poorly written. It's just not sort of rammed full of action and people punching and hitting each other. You get little doses of action as Spider-Man comes in and out of it, but really it's about Mary Jane and her relationship. And slowly this dweeb, Peter Parker, works his way into her life, and she finds that she's getting more and more attracted to him as opposed to the thrill of Spider-Man. The digests are suitably cheap. They're all less than a tenner, which makes these a very good buy. If you want something that is light and easily digestible, let's say, and just gives your brain a break from any sort of heavy lifting, then these are ideal books. The same way that the Squirrel Girl books are, that I really like. But this is not so much comedy as in just sort of, like I say, this slice of life stuff. It doesn't lay on any of the relationship stuff so thick that it's like saccharine and horrible, but it just gives you a nice diversion. And if you want something to read instead of staring at the TV, then I would recommend just picking up a volume for like around, I don't know, £6-7 quid, seeing how you like it. And if you don't like it, I don't know, give it to a niece or a nephew or something to read. I think I'm going to give these to my niece to read for Christmas because she said she wants some books. So give them a try. What did you think about them? Do you think that they are just a waste of paper? I can see how some people would say that. Or like me, do you think that they serve a purpose? They're a nice, relaxing read. And I'm not so sort of stuck up in what I read. I'm happy to give anything a try, and if it entertains me and I enjoy it, I'm happy to read it and sort of endorse it to people I know. So with this, I think yes, it serves a purpose and it's perfectly enjoyable. Please feel free to give us a like and a subscribe, and thanks for watching.